Okay, so my poem is called We Don't Speak on It, and it's dedicated to somebody, one of my close friends, so I hope you enjoy it. Forgive me for speaking. Anything that sounds slightly off, they'll think I'm tweaking. I'm afraid to express my lack of knowledge, so I start freezing. My voice starts wheezing, and because of that sound that didn't come out, which was sorry, their eyes start leaking, and I get to freaking. Words I deem my truth, flowing like common water, are being taken like spitfire acid from a monster, and returned with words harsher than what was being originally talked about. Forgive me for not knowing there are rules to speaking. Forgive me for being ignorant. I didn't know instead of educating, attacking was the standard. The only difference between misogynistic and misandrous, you think you know the meaning of one and stay deluded to the other. Kids these days are encouraged to play for the same team and don't even know what it truly means. They'll teach a kindergartner that if you can't list all the letters of the alphabet, you're not an ally. Forgive me for not knowing the rest of the alphabet. Let's call DJ Khaled fat, but leave Lizzo alone because she's empowered. And if you think otherwise, you're the asshole. It's fine if a girl gets a spray on tan, but Michael Jackson's clown even after death. His transition from turning chocolate to vanilla, that's more shades than a private villa. He was just trying to escape from himself, calling himself the complexion of a chinchilla. We made him self-conscious and still make jokes when he changed. Some called him a traitor to his own kind, but still bump to his music. That's a real smooth criminal. I'm convinced if cancel culture came any sooner, Abraham Lincoln would have just sat in his chair for both terms rather than only live one and see the first, because they didn't want him to speak on it. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves, and under a just God cannot long retain it. Forgive Honest Abe. His words were blasphemous then, just like Donald Trump's words are now. Forgive me for saying what people don't want to hear. Like how we don't speak on appropriation until we see someone wearing something that apparently doesn't belong to them. Imitation equals appropriation, not flattery. Braids, cowboy hats, hijabs, coolie hats, beautiful pieces, but you'll get reported for posting yourself with them on Instagram. They'll call it harassment, finish you off, but let their friends take another stab at it. Don't get mad at it, because that's the culture. A man and a woman can get drunk and get pregnant, and a drunk person's actions are a sober person's thoughts. It's always the man who's taken advantage of, because they couldn't be drunk and stupid at the same time, right? It's not like there's such a thing as a frail man and a strong woman. If he pleads his case, take everything from him and more. The court promises it'll go to the kid. Say nothing of it. My uncle went to a rally as a straight man. He didn't want what the pan was dishing, so they prepared him a knuckle sandwich. But there's no right way of being an ally. I guess silence is complacence. It's the story, I don't mean nothing by it, but if you felt a particular type of way, then got something to say, that's cancel culture driving it. But forgive him for not making his intentions clear for fear of his own voice. I'm not hating, I'm speaking my truth. I'm not hiding, I'm conversating with my fellow youth. And I got so much to say, but I can't. My jaw is locked so tight that I might crack a tooth. I can't tell if we're living our lives in fear. So many words fill my mouth, my eyes begin to tear. Why not speak, then stay silent? Why demean, not educate? Why impose rather than respect? Forgive me for wanting what was never there. Forgive me for wanting to maintain my identity. Forgive me for not being afraid to ask questions. Forgive me for wanting to be canceled. But I guess I lost you at forgive me. Thank you.